Okay, I just pray I'm going to be able to help somebody. I pray somebody will come along and work into this realm and get this straightened out, because this is absolute tragedy. Tears were on my keyboard. Absolute horrifying. I don't even know. Okay, I'm going to try to treat this very clinically, because it was very difficult to do this, and I may have a very hard time holding it together. It's very difficult to see the conditions that people have to suffer from, and I think it may be a very simple fix. Let's try to deal with it clinically. We're talking about commensal and pathogenic E. coli metabolism in the gut. That means commensal means something that helps you. Pathogenic means it hurts you. Metabolism means how you consume it in your gut. Now, I'm just going to read this because it's stunning. Now, this is 5 years ago. And listen to this, how every mammal on the planet, to me, that's a statement of impact, is colonized with E. coli, as well as cold-blooded animals at an appropriately warm temperature. We estimate there are 10 to the 21, that's 10 and 21 zeros, E. coli cells in the human population alone. Okay, that's in view. Coli is frequently the first bacterium to colonize human infants. The first one, now listen to this, and is a lifelong colonizer of adults. E. coli is arguably the best understood of all model organisms. This is what's going to kill you. Yet, the essence of how E. coli colonizes and or causes disease is still not completely understood. It does not always cause disease. There is commensal E. coli. Listen, certainly innate immunity, adaptive immunity, and bacterial cell-to-cell communication play important roles in modulating the population of the 500 to 1,000 different commensal, good ones, species in the intestine. 500 to 1,000 different commensal species. That's 500 to 1,000 types in your gut. Different species, different kinds, different looking animals in the intestine. However, these topics will not be a focus of this chapter. We have reviewed the mucus layer. Now listen. This is critical. We have reviewed the mucus layer. That's the layer that covers every membrane as habitat for the E. coli. We reviewed the mucus layer as the habitat where they live to colonize the intestine, aspects of E. coli physiology that enable its success, and the model systems employed for colonization research. We need it to be colonized. You need it to be there. You need a population. You need them pumping out whatever they do, mucus and poop and whatever they do. They eat things, they poop, they live there, then that's their job. Once you kill them, something else comes in. Sorry, it's my house now. You're done. Commensal. These not going to hurt you. And we do antibiotics and all these other things. And the MMS vaccine was also a tragedy. If you look up the Freedom of Information Act, it infects guts. I'm telling you, I'm finding things that just make you sick. Well, they are making you sick. All right, here we focus on E. coli metabolism in the intestinal mucus layer, the metabolism of the E. coli in that mucus layer. Now, there's two different things that happen. The E. coli itself eats the mucus when it needs it, anyway. We discuss evidence that E. coli must obtain nutrients in that mucus layer to colonize. This is not understood. We discuss evidence that E. coli must obtain nutrients in that mucus layer to colonize it. So it has to eat it. So it obviously has to have something in that mucus layer that it wants to eat. And then it resides in the mucus layer as a member of mixed biofilms. Those are the layers of your membrane. And that each E. coli strain displays a unique nutritional program in the intestines. Oh my God, it's so obvious. Each E. coli strain, there's 500 to 1,000. And most kids with autism only have a couple hundred, I guess. So they're missing all of these unique nutritional programs in their intestines. So it says, I need a little of that cobalt cobidium or whatever, anything you got. So bring it down here. Give us some transition metals. Do a little catalytic conversions here. I need some of these molecules. This is the guy that does that's gone. Somebody killed him with antibiotics. He never came back. Well, what's going on now? Somebody else is living in that house. What does he do? Ooh, that guy's nasty. And that is what is happening. And then the worse ones have less and less and less of this. Absolutely stunning. Anyway, we discuss evidence E. coli must obtain nutrients in that mucus layer to colonize, to live there. It needs to get its nutrients from there. And that we need to know how it does it. And it resides in that mucus layer as a member of mixed biofilms. That's the mucus layer, which is the membrane layer right under it. And that each E. coli strain displays a unique nutritional program. It is providing some nutritional component for your body to fight things, to build things, to make things, to enjoy your life, to make your molecules in your brain correspond to your legs and your arms better and stop you from punching yourself in the head and all these crazy things that happen to people because they have these kind of issues. You take a little bit of LSD and you go, who the hell knows what you're going to do? You take just tiny nano particles of some of these tryptophans and things change. These people, they don't have the things to make the things. I need somebody to step up. I need somebody to step up. This is insanity what we are doing. All right. We also discuss evidence supporting the restaurant hypothesis for commensal E. coli strains. Commensal, that they colonize the intestines as sessile members of mixed biofilms, obtaining the nutrients they need from growth locally, which means they are eating it from the stuff you eat, but compete for nutrients with invading E. coli pathogens planktonically. Here's what we need to do. I'm telling you right now, this can be fixed. This is a problem that has just been missed. Autism repair study. We need people to report. I already have some people working with them right now. We need daily charts. We need bodily function types of, because it's poop. It's your digestive system. It's your urine. It's your salt. These kids crave certain things. They hate certain things. They love certain things. They have certain behaviors. They have certain twitches and movements that are related to these different missing bacteria. I mean, that's all I can tell you. I'm telling you right now, we've had some good results. I feel pretty proud. I feel pretty damn proud. I'm going to tell you that right now because I've been working with some people, and I feel very proud of the people that I've been working with because they have been living under these conditions, and they need help, and they're absolutely fabulous. Heartbreaking, some of this stuff. Really, it is very, very difficult to do this. Okay, I made one mistake. I said MMS, and there is somebody that's pushing something called MMS. I have no clue about that. This is MMR, the mumps, whatever it is, mumps, measles, rubella. Freedom of Information Act they had to go through to find out the results of the trials, and it said, what I read was there was a ton of gut infections. So right away, bingo, that tells me. And I got so many people that have told me that their kids just changed after these, and they are sequencing these shots just like that. And now I'm going to show you the fellow that I'm working with that has the bacterial labs, and we're going to try to get some kind of a trial going here, see if we can analyze what is really actually happening, the bacteria, because that's what he does. Let me show you who he is. Okay, now I've been working with Andy for a considerable amount of time now. He contacted me seeing what I was doing, and that's what he does. He has a university that they certify people to run these labs. He teaches, well, he's a genetic detection systems engineer for certified laboratories. He has trained, installed, certified, supported this PCR technology. This is all DNA sort of stuff. And that's what they do. They certify the food supply via DNA. So they get right away, bingo, 1 hour, and they say, okay, that food's good, you can ship it out. They got like 25 labs all around the country. And they certify the food systems for applications. He designs microbiological test design schemes. This is what we're going to be working on. He's got a whole series of a structural thing I'm hoping that he'll get, because he's the guy that understands this better than me. But I have 70,000 people that are in my group, and a lot of them now have realized that they're not being given enough information about things that are just open to everybody, but you have to research them. It's like rheumatoid arthritis and all these different autoimmune diseases. Oh, your body's attacking yourself. No, it's not. Not in every case. It might be. But let's look into that. Who knows? I'm not telling you don't do this, don't do that. Take some of this, take some of that. Absolutely not. Ever. I will show you what research papers show. And then you can take it from there. I never would take a penny on this. I have never, ever, ever wanted or ever will take a penny. I'm too old. I don't need the money. I don't have a lot, but I don't use a lot. All right, so somebody's going to have to step up and get a lab going. Help Andy here to get this thing going. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. All right, this is Channel 4 News out in Colorado, and these kids, this mother, a hero of the world, took her son out there because he needed cannabis. And I understand what happens with the cannabis molecule now. So we're going to go deep into that, because there's a lot of cascading events, there's catalysts and all this business. So it's not something I can shoot out here in a couple of minutes. But I want to show you what it does do. And they can see it does it, and they know they can do it, only they're just standing in the way of it. Here goes.
Marijuana has been a miracle drug for their son.
Yeah, the news is here to talk to you.
Colt may look like your ordinary 10-year-old boy.
Hi.
But his family feels there has been a transformation. They credit medical marijuana for taming his severe autism.
Hello.
They had been living in Arizona.
I'm sitting at my wit's end crying, not knowing what I'm going to do for my son. But I knew he could have a better quality of life.
Stories and videos of autistic children harming themselves, then finding relief through marijuana.
I watched this video, just slamming, boom, 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 and they put a mask over with the THC, and it's the THC is what it does. It's the Delta-9 THC that is the curative agent in marijuana. Now, you don't have to have that, though. If your body creates these things, there's two sets of enzymes that can do the exact same thing. There's membrane-bound enzymes. That's what you're missing. And then there's soluble enzymes. That's a soluble enzyme that got that kid working.
To this state.
I knew that if I came here to Colorado, that I would be protected, that I could get Colt his medical card, and I could start treating him with cannabis.
Colt qualified due to a rare skin condition. His mother began giving it to him in different forms, vaping and homemade tinctures with strong levels of the psychoactive component THC.
I make this probably about once a week.
From their own plants,
Try to grab what I think is 28 grams.
Jamie showed us how she bakes,
Into the oven.
grates,
Let me take that.
and mixes the cannabis with coconut oil to create what she considers a miracle drug for her son. The difference has been visible. His eating compulsion has stopped.
The reason the eating compulsion stops is because the bacteria that is in your gut literally creates the food you eat. You cannot eat the things that go into your body until the bacteria breaks it down. This is heartbreaking.
Jump on the trampoline.
He is now able to attend school and speak.
At CBS 4. Yeah, CBS 4.
While the results appear dramatic, they have been faced with criticism that they are getting Colt high.
A typical mind, smoking cannabis, I feel a euphoric high effect, okay? Does an autistic mind feel that?
High five. That was amazing.
Yeah, you'd rather have them running around screaming. It's absolute insanity.
The state health department warns that medical marijuana can be harmful to children with autism and that there is no scientific evidence that
Yeah,
it
because
is
they won't
effective.
look.
To Jamie Kropp, that doesn't matter.
There was a little boy lost inside of his body. And since coming to Colorado, we've gotten our family back. Can I have a kiss? Mwah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Rick Salinger, covering Colorado.
Can you imagine? All right, I got extremely deep into the tryptophan and the different membrane-bound and solvent types of enzymes and what the catalytic conversions were and how things changed and how ammonia, how it affects you. And almost everything is an ammonia. You don't realize it. It's an amine, they call them. And how these carbon chain molecules build and fracture and break. And it's just absolutely, and I love it. You know, I did it all my life. So anyway, this is not just for autism. Everything in your body is created by one of these specific species of bacteria. So every chronic issue is either you have too much of something, too little of it, or none of it. One of the three. That's all. Otherwise, if you got the right amount, you're just happy. Now, there's thousands of specific species of bacteria in your gut or in your body, and I think they're up to like 30,000. And every one of them has a specific job. We saw that, and we know that, and they have specific requirements. They poop different poops. They create different molecules. That is their life. That's their life. They were born to create enzymes. Born to create enzymes. And that's what they do. They make thousands of specific enzymes. An enzyme is a molecule cracker. It's like going out and saying, all right, take one of those, put it over here, take two of these and put it over there. And it does it, and it comes back. If you don't have it, this is what am I going to do? There's nothing. That thing's going to just drop them and cause you all kind of problems in your life. And that is what chronic disease is, not being able to go out and deal with the chemistry that's in your body. All right, so next video is going to be very, very detailed about the breakdown of the tryptophans and all of the different chemistry that happens related to, it all starts from that non-life that comes out of you and invades you, and that's the one that we want. That's the one that we want, the E. coli. That's the one that we want in you. But I mean, there's a zillion of them, but that's the ones we want in you. The ones that came to you to do their job. Not the ones that come to you to fight back against them. Because they might get out of control too. I have no idea. Everything in you is a balancing act. All right? And Andy's going to figure this out. All right, no pressure, Andy.